Good evening. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll be talking about what is probably the most controversial subject money. It's been said the most sensitive nerve in the human body is that one that runs from our brain to our wallet. That's because money has significant power in our lives. You cannot see the stars properly when you're surrounded by bright lights. In the same way, you easily drift from your devotion to God and your faith in Him when you're captivated by money and the privileges it brings. You then dream of making even more, hoping it will bring good things into your life and the respect of people. If this is a major goal in your life, then you're in real danger. You need to stop, you need to step back from the bright lights of money and things and see God's glory afresh. We will look at First Timothy chapter 6, verse 6 to 11 and 17 to 19. It says, but godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing into the world and we can take nothing out of it. But if we have food and clothing, we will be content with that. Those who want to get rich fall those who want to get rich fall into temptation and a trap and into many foolish and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil. Some people eager for their money have wandered from their faith and pierced themselves with many griefs. But you, man of God, flee from all this and pursue righteousness, godliness, faith, love, endurance, and gentleness. Verse 17 to 19. Command those who are rich in this present world not to be arrogant, nor to put their hope in their wealth, which is so uncertain, but to put their hope in God, who richly provides us with everything for our enjoyment. Command them to do good, to be rich in good deeds, and to be generous and willing to share. In this way, they will lay up treasure for themselves as a firm foundation for the coming age, so that they may take hold of the life that is truly life. We will look at why is loving money dangerous. We've read that you can't take money to heaven with you. Money is not evil, but its love causes all kinds of evils. Loving money will cause you to break God's commandments because you will do anything to have it. You may decide to steal or even use others for personal gain. Money can make you turn from God. It promises happiness, but it brings pain, ruin, and destruction in the long run. It's uncertain, temporary, and easy to lose. Ecclesiastes chapter 5 verse 10 says, "He who loves money will never be satisfied, nor he who loves wealth will never be satisfied with his income. This is also vanity." Solomon's point here is that your love for money is what's driving you. It motivates you and it drives you to make more money. A multimillionaire was once asked, "How much is enough?" His answer was amazingly transparent. He said, "Just a little bit more." In other words, I will never have enough. Is this what resides in our conscious or unconscious mind? We are led to believe we'll never have enough money. We'll never be content or satisfied because we always think we need more. In fact, if you love money, it may lead you to your own destruction. When Paul was writing to Timothy, he wrote, "For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evils." It is through craving that some have wandered away from the faith and pierced themselves with many pangs. Money is not evil. There is absolutely nothing wrong with money. It's the love of money which will lead us to destruction. How can you use money in a God pleasing way? You should realize that you can be content with the very little that you have. Put your hope in God and not in money. There is a money myth which is sort of a fundamental. The money myth is this money is mine. This is my money. This money I have is mine. A pastor once took his kids to McDonald's. His kids were probably under 10. He bought food for his kids, and as they sat down, they prayed. He looked across the table at his daughter's French fries. He didn't get any fries, but those fries looked so good. He decided to reach across the table and just get one, and as he did, his daughter slapped his hand. She looked up at him and said, "Daddy, those are my own fries. If you want fries, you need to get your own." He sat for a minute there laughing inside. Then his daughter's selfishness became a sore spot. Doesn't she realize that I have the Doesn't she realize that I'm the one who bought her those fries? If I got angry, I could see to it that as long as she lived with me, she never had any other fry. But as he sat down, God reminded him that that's how he acts too. The Bible teaches us that God is our provider. Everything we have is from him, and our responsibility is to become a steward of God's possessions. You should enjoy all God gives you, seeing it as a generous gift. Ask God for what you give, for what you need, and you should give generously to the needy people and the church you are part of, underwriting the God-given vision of the church. Focus on the eternal riches that come from obedience to Christ in this life. You can't take money with you to heaven, but you can invest it in advance of God's kingdom. You send it on ahead of you. Don't run after wealth. Money is like manure. If you spread it around, it does a world of good. But if you pile it up, it stinks way high into heaven. Rather run after God and use any money He entrusts you with in a way that pleases Him. My name is Timothy Kamore. Thank you.